Hey guys, it's Eshani, aka Total Makeup Junkie 101. So today I have my Fenty Beauty review video. This is gonna be a little bit different because as I talk about each of the products, I will actually show you guys application demos and go through the full face routine so you guys can see everything going on. As we all know by now, Rihanna did release her own makeup line called Fenty Beauty. You can pick it up at Sephora. You can also pick it up on the Fenty Beauty website, and it's Rihanna. So everything is really cutely packaged. I feel like everything was really well thought out. This was the launch of this year, I would say, without a doubt. The initial launch of Fenty Beauty is very complexion heavy. There aren't any eye products in this collection, and there's only one lip product. Everything else is for the face, the complexion, the cheeks. I picked up quite a bit from the initial launch. I got the primer, I got the foundation, I got a bunch of these Matchsticks, which are basically like stick contour, conceal, highlight. I also picked up a couple powder highlights and the gloss. So we have so much to talk about in this video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into each individual product reviews with a demo. So let's go ahead and start off by discussing the Fenty Beauty face primer. This is called the Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Primer. It only comes in this one version, which they call Soft Matte. This product retails for $32. It comes in this beautiful glass jar. The jar actually matches the foundation that we're going to be talking about next. Now, as far as the claims of this primer, it claims to be a shine-stopping, pore-diffusing primer that smooths the way for better foundation application and longer wear with an instant retouch effect. The primer itself comes out looking like a creamy, milky white color. It basically looks like lotion. It shears out into an invisible finish. It does have a slightly thicker texture that does actually feel like lotion going across the skin as well. I definitely wouldn't say this is a pore-filling primer by any means. On the spectrum of primers, I would say this is more of a seemingly hydrating primer. If you have dry skin, I don't think this would completely replace moisturizer, but if you have oily skin, you could probably use this primer in place of your moisturizer. In terms of the ingredients, some of the top ingredients are dimethicone and glycerin, so it does have a nice like silky finish, but it's not super like silicone-y. I'm thinking like the Smashbox Photo Finish or something like that. It doesn't feel like that. It just kind of feels like a lightweight moisturizer. Okay, now let's jump into talking about the most exciting product in the line. This is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Soft Matte Long Wear Foundation. This foundation retails for $34. It comes in 40 different shades, which is absolutely incredible. I saw the entire shade range in Sephora, and there are shades for extremely fair complexions all the way up to deep dark complexions and everything in between. Now, if you can, I would recommend going into a store and either getting color matched or color matching yourself, because there is such a wide shade range with so many different undertones. Honestly, trying to color match yourself with the online Sephora like digital swatches, especially because there are so many different colors, it makes it quite difficult. The shade I ended up picking up is the number 360, and again, I'm glad I went in store because when I was looking online, I thought the shade that I would pick would be 370. 370 happened to be more of a warm undertone, but when I swatched it on my skin, it actually looked quite orange. This shade, which is 360, claims to be for tan to deep skin with neutral olive undertones, and I will say this matches me really well. The foundation comes in a very similar style bottle to the primer. They both do come with a pump, which I absolutely love. As you can see, the texture of this foundation is fairly thin. It's definitely not the thinnest foundation I've ever used, but on a scale of thick to thin, I would definitely say this foundation is on the thinner side. It claims to give the skin an instantly smooth, pore diffused, shine-free finish that easily builds to medium to full coverage. The foundation is oil-free, it has a light as air texture, and it's resistant to sweat and humidity. I have actually used this foundation twice before, and I will say that for oily skin people, you will love this. Now, I personally have oily skin, so I can only attest and speak to my experience, but this foundation does dry down to a nice matte finish. It doesn't remain tacky on the skin, although just because I'm used to it, I usually set it with powder anyways. It definitely has a medium to full coverage. You could see I could build it up in the areas that I really needed to, and it would really cover. In terms of the wear time on this, again, I'm speaking from an oily skin person. I've gotten really great wear time. I can usually go about 6 hours without having to blot at all, and then if I did take a tissue and blot my skin, it can easily go for an additional 6 hours without feeling like it's breaking up or breaking down. In terms of dry skin, this might cling on to dry patches, so you might want to really moisturize your skin prior to applying this. You probably wouldn't need a mattifying primer under this if you do have dry skin, because this foundation is already really mattifying. As you could see in the demo, I really do enjoy bumping this in with a beauty blender, but I have tried a brush and it works really well that way as well. I'm just always partial to my beauty blender with any type of foundation, and it does work excellently with a sponge. Rihanna did launch a bunch of tools as well, including brushes and a sponge and a bunch of other little applicators. I didn't end up picking up any of the application tools. I just picked up the actual makeup, but applicators are also available if you guys are looking for that. Now let's jump right into talking about the Matchsticks Trio. This is the Conceal, Contour, and Highlight set. Now, these Matchstick Trios come in 4 different shades according to skin tone. I picked up the shade number 300 Tan. Each of these Matchsticks Trio sets comes with 3 full-size shades of the Matchsticks, which you can purchase individually. The trio retails for $54, but if you were to purchase each of these individually, they are $25 each. Each of the trios gives you 2 shades of matte skin stick and 1 shade of the shimmer skin stick. The shimmer skin stick is meant to be the highlighting shade, and then the 2 matte ones, one is supposed to be a concealer and one is meant to be a contour. First of all, the packaging on these is adorable. They are all magnetic, so if you were to purchase more of these, or even just this one set, you can see they all have this nice kind of like honeycomb pattern. They all say Fenty Beauty on them. I love the color of the packaging. And then when you snap the top off, this is the product, and as you can see, you get quite a bit of product in these skin sticks. Each of these sticks has 7.1 grams or 0.25 fluid ounces of product, which is a lot considering how pigmented these are. So first off, in the demo, I took the shade Caramel, which was included as the quote-unquote concealer shade in the tan set, and I just popped that right under my eyes and in the areas where I felt like I needed just a little bit more coverage. That foundation was super full coverage, so I didn't feel like I needed to do a whole lot of concealing on top of that. I will say this Caramel shade matches my skin pretty dang close. Generally under my eyes, I like to go with something that's just a shade or 2 lighter just for brightening. Then I went ahead and took the contour shade, which is Truffle, and I went ahead and contoured in the hollows of my cheeks, around my hairline, a little bit on my neck, just the places I would normally contour. I went ahead and blended all of this out with my Beauty Blender blusher, which is just a little bit smaller than the original Beauty Blender, but not quite as small as the Micro Beauty Blender. I find this sponge is the perfect size to blend out cream contour, cream highlight, even concealer under the eyes. It's perfect. And then because I was done using cream products, I went ahead and set my face with my Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder, just a little bit in the areas I felt I would need it. Now, I didn't demo the highlight that came in this Matchsticks Trio. It is called Rum. I didn't demo it because I have a couple of other highlighters I wanted to play with. Now, in terms of the formula of these Matchsticks, I will say they are definitely on the drier side for a cream stick product. You can especially tell if you're drawing it on like under your eyes or something. It will tug a little bit. A ton of color actually gets deposited though, so don't leave the fact that I'm saying they're a little bit dry to think that they're not pigmented, because they are. Despite them being a little bit drier on the skin, they blend out really effortlessly. Like I said, I do use a Beauty Blender blusher size, and they blend out really nicely. They don't move the foundation that's on underneath. I've never had an issue with that at least. The matte skin sticks come in 20 different shades. Like I said, you can purchase them all individually. They have some shades that are lighter if you want to use them as matte highlights. They have some skin tone ones. Then they have some deeper ones if you want to use them as a cream contour. And then in terms of these shimmer skin sticks, these come in 10 different shades. Again, you can purchase them all individually. I actually did end up purchasing 2 other shades of these shimmer skin sticks because when I swatched them in store, I could not let them go. So the first shade I had to get was called Confetti. This is a really, really interesting, kind of like a translucent base with this blue and purple and like violet shimmer in it. And when I say shimmer, it's honestly really like glitter on the skin, but I think it looks awesome. The other shade I picked up is called Yacht Life, and this one is definitely a lot smoother than Confetti. It's like a peachy pink base with a strong gold duochrome to it. So realistically, when I blend this across my skin, it looks more of like a golden peach highlight. They're both absolutely stunning though. I actually wore Confetti the other day on the tops of my cheekbones and it literally looked like unicorn pee all over me. I loved it. Okay, so now another one of the most exciting portions of this collection has to be the Killawatt Freestyle highlighters. This is Rihanna's powder highlight product. These are gorgeous. I just have to say, they all come in this shaped compact, which again, I think is really, really cute. The compacts are really nice. They're slightly weighted, but they're not too heavy. Now, these come in 6 different shades. 4 of them are powder duos, like this one that I have right here, where you get 2 different shades of the highlight. And then there are 2 options that are just like solo highlights. This one is the one that everybody has been talking about. It's called Trophy Wife. I'm going to try this on for you, and I am so excited. Each of these retail for $34 a piece, so they definitely are up there in price. Now I'm gonna go ahead and look a little crazy and try one of these on one cheek and the other one on the other cheek, just so you guys can see how they both look. Obviously, I'm not going to go out looking like that, but I figured it'll give you guys a good idea of what's available in the line. In terms of the compact, I love the way it's laid out. Like I said, this one here is a duo in Mean Money and Hustla Baby. It does have a nice generous size mirror here at the top. The back is labeled with a sticker, so you know exactly what you're getting. So in terms of the duos, you get one shade, which is a little bit more understated, more of like a soft sheen, and then you get one really, really bright Glow to the Gods shade. For the purpose of this video, I'm gonna start off with the semi-soft sheen and then go in with the Glow to the Gods, just to show you guys them layered together. As far as the claims of this formula, it says Killawatt keeps skin lit beyond sundown with its weightless long wear formula, a cream to powder hybrid that instantly melts into skin and blends with almost zero effort. Yeah, that shade, which is Mean Money, which is the kind of subdued shade, is definitely pretty subtle, I would say. I mean, under these lights, you can definitely see it here at the tops of my skin, but just looking at a mirror, I definitely wouldn't say this is a super, super flashy highlight. But let's just go ahead and top off with Hustla Baby, and that definitely made a difference. Holy moly, that made a difference really, really quick. I'm sure that the camera is picking that up. My camera picks up highlight even more than it looks like in person, but I mean, this side has nothing on it, and then this side has that highlight. I just want to add more because why not? Yeah, that's stunning. That is, oh my god, yeah. I mean, in terms of the actual shade, do I think it's super unique? No, it just kind of looks like a golden peachy highlight on my skin. Like I said, there are 3 other duos if you guys were interested in this one. This one, I believe, was the kind of lighter peachy shade. There's an even lighter one than this, and there's 2 darker ones. So if you have darker skin, there are some gorgeous darker highlights as well. But I will say I'm happy with this one. Like, I love the color. This is something I would wear a lot. Okay, but the moment of truth. Let's try on Trophy Wife. This color sold out so stinking quickly. It's honestly like this pressed gold glitter is what I would say. I am like so excited about this one. Woo! Oh yes, Lord. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. This is literally like, it's actually like glitter. So like, whereas this one seems to have more of a slightly like peachy base with like that metallic shimmer, this is like straight up glitter. This is like something else. Like, it literally looks like fairy dust. I have to zoom you guys in for this. So here we have the Mean Money and Hustla Baby duo, and then here we have Trophy Wife. This is gorgeous. This is absolutely glorious. Alrighty guys, and the very final thing we are going to talk about is the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb Universal Lip Luminizer. This is basically a lip gloss. It only came in one shade called Fenty Glow. I do believe Rihanna is planning to expand this line of lip gloss, but first off, it does come in gorgeous, gorgeous packaging, just like everything else. The applicator is large and in charge. It is one of those oversized doe foots, and this gloss retails for $18. Now, because I'm not generally just a lip gloss person, I am gonna go ahead and line my lips with a lip liner first and then top off with the gloss, just because that's how I usually prefer to wear lip gloss. I'm using the Milani Color Statement Lip Pencil in Spice. Now, this gloss claims to be the ultimate gotta have it lip gloss with explosive shine that feels as good as it looks in one universal rose nude shade. It's also infused with a peach vanilla scent. And in terms of the shade, I would say it is very universal. It is that medium, slightly warm brown color, and it does have quite a bit of like silvery micro shimmer. The gloss isn't sticky on the lips. I would say it has kind of like a gel type finish. It's also not super, super opaque. It's got medium opacity. It's a nice gloss. I wouldn't say it's anything like revolutionary or extravagant by any means, but it is a nice lip gloss. Alrighty guys, so there we have my full demo review of the Fenty product line. So let me go ahead and go through quickly product by product and let you guys know what I think is a must-have and what I think you guys can probably skip. First off, the primer, the Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Primer. This thing does retail for $32, and to be perfectly honest, I think any type of moisturizer, like lightweight moisturizer, would probably do the same thing. I already have face primers that I love and adore, and I don't think this is going to replace any of them. Not to say it's a bad product, but it's probably something you could skip. The Pro Filt'r Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. This is beautiful. This is one of my favorite products from the line. Without a doubt, if you guys were looking at this foundation, give it a shot. I think if you like matte foundations, you will love this. Can't beat the color range. I think $34 is extremely fair, especially for a high-end foundation with a pump. Absolutely love it. In terms of the Matchsticks trio, I will say I don't think you necessarily need the trio unless you see yourself using every single shade. I don't necessarily think I'm ever gonna reach for this concealer in caramel just because it's too close to my actual skin tone. The actual formula is kind of dry. It's just not revolutionary. I already have concealers I love much more. I do think the contour stick is really good if you're looking for a cream contour. You get a ton of products in these sticks, and I do like the contour. I also really like the two shimmer sticks that I personally picked up in Confetti and Yacht Life. These two are gorgeous. I think between the matte sticks and the shimmer sticks, go swatch the shimmer sticks in person. I guarantee you guys will probably be blown away. However, do keep in mind the formula on these is also pretty drying for a cream product. So if you're already using a matte foundation and if you already have dry skin and then you try to put another dry cream product on top, you may or may not experience some flaking. Again, I'm not really sure because that's not my skin type, but just something to keep in mind. But I do like the shimmer skin sticks. These highlighters, man, these are beautiful. Trophy Wife, just yes. Yes, you need it. You need it in your life. Yes. The other one I have, which is Mean Money and Hustla Baby, this is also beautiful. I will say the shinier one of the two, Hustla Baby, is my favorite because it will give you this blinding highlight, but that's also generally the look I'm going for. If I want to highlight, I want it to be blinding. So these are fantastic. The gloss, you know, I like it. I think it's nice. I don't think it's a must-have, but out of everything I've tried, these are the two must-haves. The foundation, for sure, without a doubt, and Trophy Wife. Go buy it and enjoy it. It's so pretty. So yeah, that is pretty much everything I have to say on the Fenty Beauty line. I am really, really impressed. This definitely isn't just one of those celebrity makeup lines that's just been pushed out with a celebrity's name across it. I do think there's a lot of thought and effort that has gone into everything. I'm so excited to see what's coming up next. But that pretty much wraps up my thoughts on Fenty Beauty. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. In case you guys didn't know yet, I did start my own makeup line called Ronnie Cosmetics. We have 6 lipsticks and 6 liquid lipsticks, which you can shop through that link up there. I'll also go ahead and put a subscribe link to my channel right down there for you. But that is everything. Thank you guys so much for your love and support. I really appreciate it, and I will talk to you guys in my next video on Thursday. I'll see you then. Bye!